Hey there, I'm Sandra McLemore, and I have trekked both the globe and the travel industry for over 25 years. From my first steps as a travel agent to my exciting career as a travel TV host and contributor on network news and morning shows. And now, coaching over 42,000 travel entrepreneurs. Guys, I've seen the highs and the lows of what it means to market and sell travel. Whether you're taking your very first steps in the industry or scaling up to reach amazing new goals, perhaps feeling a little bit adrift and looking for a compass, you, my friend, are in the right place. In each episode, we're going to learn from stories that inspire, strategies that work, and conversations that dive deep into the heart of starting up and scaling a travel business. Fasten your seatbelts, stow away your doubts, and prepare for takeoff. This is your boarding pass to the Travel, Marketing, and Media Podcast. Hey, it's Q&A day, which means if you have Q's, I have A's. Basically, it's a question and answer day where we take all of the things that you're stuck on, the things that you just can't move past, and we give you clarity. And my favorite part of today is that a lot of people are going to benefit from the questions that were sent in, mostly by our All Access Pass holders and a few from our website in a weekend participants. If you want to check out either of those programs, go over to our website and do that, travelmarketingandmedia.com. But for today, we have some great questions and I can't wait to dive in. So our very first question is from Your Travel Joy, and it's about ICA and niching. And the question is, hi, I'm playing around with my core message. I am a sustainable luxury FIT designer focused on destinations with natural wonders. That's a mouthful and doesn't mean anything to anyone outside the industry. One idea is nature plus luxury plus travel, Your Travel Joy. And another idea is Your Travel Joy designs custom luxury vacations to experience nature's wonders. Not sure if either of these are any good, would love to get your feedback. So you're right, there is a ton in there that people don't understand. For the most part, nobody knows what sustainable luxury is, and nobody knows what sustainable tourism is. Nobody knows what FIT means, and to be honest, most travelers don't even know what natural wonders are either. So I would say that unfortunately you strike out on every single component of your core message. But the good news is, you know that already. You're so smart that you were like, this isn't working. Nobody outside the industry is going to know what that means. So the one that I actually like the most is where you say nature, luxury, travel equals Your Travel Joy. The only problem with that is that your core message needs to say what you do, who you do it, and who you do it for. So for example, you might say, I help busy families plan and book luxury cruises to destinations around the world. So who do you help? Busy families. What do you help them do? You help them plan and book luxury cruises around the world. So your core message has to say who you help and what you do, and you're just not quite there yet. So I like designs custom luxury vacations for who? Who do you design them for? Is it curious travelers who want to explore Europe or the great wonders of the world or the 7 wonders of the world? Like, you need to be very, very specific who you help and what you do for them. You're getting really close. I can see it. Just make sure that you've got those 2 components in there. Next question is from Jen Rosa. Jen is from Cruise Planners, and her question is about planning fees. And she says here, I started charging fees in the past couple of months for new clients, but I'm having an issue telling my existing clients that I now charge fees. I've owned the business for 10 years. I assume it's because I'm afraid that I'll lose them since they're not used to paying any fees. I feel a helpful solution for me is having a script. I have a script to go off telling new people what they get. I have a script I go off telling new people what they get and what my fee is. Is there a way you can provide mini scripts that we can tailor? Sometimes I don't know what to say. So we can provide scripts, but I'm actually going to give you a different prescription for this problem. I'm going to diagnose that your issue here is actually fear. It's not that you don't know what to say, because fear and faith cannot coincide together. And having faith in what you're doing and having a strong belief that what you're doing is right will eliminate the fear. It's not because you don't know what to say, it's because you don't want to say it because you're afraid that you'll lose clients. So the first thing I'll do is recommend Jen and anyone who's in this situation, go to our app, Travel Advisor Hub. It's in iTunes and also Google Play, or you can go to traveladvisorhub.app, download our app, and we have a free mini course on there. You can just do it in the space of like an hour or two. And it's all about planning fees. It will boost your confidence, guaranteed, immediately. And I think that when you listen to that course and you remind yourself of the reason why you're charging fees, that conversation is very easy to happen. Plus, in that course, we actually talk about how to bring it up and how to make that change. It's literally not the big deal that you feel like it is. I'm not trying to put down or not validate your fear, but this kind of a fear comes from something that hasn't happened yet, which makes it an irrational fear. So go back and do the mini course that we have. It's a super quick, super simple course. It will give you the immediate boost of confidence that you need to remove that fear. I have never met a travel advisor in my life that says, I told my existing clients about the fees. I can't believe how many I lost. I regret doing that. Never, ever, ever. I actually cannot even recall a travel advisor saying that they lost an existing client because they started charging fees. So go back in Jen, do that course. And if that's not helpful, jump into I'm not even going to say if that's not helpful. It is helpful. It is genius. Also, while you're on the app, and goes for everybody, there is a community group on our app, a chat room for planning fees. So if you haven't joined that yet, jump in and join that. And after you've taken that course, go in and put your thoughts in there and see what your fellow travel advisors have to say. But right now, your fear is an irrational fear because you're worried about something that hasn't happened and it won't happen. It's just that you're lacking the confidence to be able to communicate it. A script is not the answer. Confidence is the answer. Okay. Either you're going to be like, yes, thank you, Sandra. You're going to be like, no, I wanted you to write me a script. But I'm telling you, a script is not what you need right now. As your business coach, trust me on this. You've got to get the confidence and remove the fear, because otherwise all you're going to be doing is reading a script while afraid. Next question is from Jenny Ransom from Pink Suitcase Travel. She says, I have a goal in 2023 to do more video content as part of the client process. I just feel it would help build client connections because so much of this process is not in person. I am in the early phases of deciding where I could or should use video to help with the early sales process and later as part of the post-booking or pre-departure process. Do you have any suggestions on content and timing to use video? I would love to use your brilliant creative brain for this idea. So yes, and I love this question and I love the thought process, Jenny, behind using video as a stronger conversion, as a stronger bridge. I tend to see video as one of the strongest bridges that you can build between where your client is right now and closing the sale. So my suggestion to you is to make a list of marketing spots that you can use video and sales spots that you can use video, because you can use video in both the marketing and the sales process. And how would you know which one to start with first? Well, if you don't have enough leads, you would start with the marketing process. Look at where you can input videos across your marketing processes. Then across your marketing. If you have a lot of leads, but you want to convert perhaps to bigger sales or convert more of your leads and proposals into sales, you would start with incorporating video into your sales process. So I'll give you an example of each, one of marketing and one of sales. And this is probably a good magazine topic for us in future, how to use video. So let's talk about marketing. A great way to use video in marketing is to use video for your weekly content. So that would mean every single week that you would put out a new video talking about destinations and experiences that are in direct alignment with your sales goals. So you might take, for example, the let's say you might take the article that you got in your bundle or the destination guide. You might do the article one week and the destination guide the next. And say, for example, you want to sell a ton of Australia and you've downloaded the Australia bundle, and the article in the Australia bundle is 4 breathtaking islands that Australians vacation in, and one that you should absolutely add to your bucket list itinerary. So you would use that as the basis of a script for a video. And you would print out that, you would learn it. You don't have to memorize it, but you would learn it to the point that you're comfortable. You might decide to download a teleprompter app on your camera. So on your smartphone or on your iPad or on your computer, there are these amazing apps that you can download. And you would literally just copy and paste the script into one of those apps, allowing you to look straight at the camera and read it. So you could do that, and you would create a video and it would say, "Hi, I'm Jenny from Pink Suitcase Travel. And today we're talking all about 4 incredible islands in Australia that you want to add to your bucket list." And then read the article. It's going to be like a 3-minute video, maybe a 4-minute video. At the end, you could add a story about maybe some clients that you've booked to Australia. Maybe if you've been to Australia, you can add that. And of course, a call to action. So that's one way that you could use video in your marketing. Then the next week, you might decide to use the Australia destination guide, and to work through that destination guide in a teleprompter app as a video. Then the following week, you take your second bundle, and maybe it might be 8 incredible desserts that you have to try when you go to Italy. And then it might be one of the Italian destination guides, maybe the destination guide for Venice, for example. That would be your 4th week. So there you would have 4 weeks of video content. Now let's flip to the sales process. One of my favorite places to incorporate video into the sales process is to make a video of a proposal. Now, in this video, you would only be on camera for the first couple of seconds, and then you would switch to sharing your screen on video. We use a tool called useloom.com. You can go into the Smart Tools page of our website, so travelmarketingandmedia.com/smarttools, and you'll find Use Loom in there. And basically, you can put yourself on camera for the first few seconds. You could say, "Hi, it's Jenny Ransom from Pink Suitcase Travel. So excited to present to you your itinerary for review. If you have any small edits you'd like me to make, please let me know. Otherwise, if you're ready to go and you'd like me to start locking in your vacation, we can do that today." So let's go to the beginning of the itinerary. Up here, you'll see my contact information. You'll see how you can contact me, the fastest way to get a response from us. You'll also see information about this proposal, about this itinerary. Now let's go through day by day. So on day 1, I have you departing from Cincinnati at 10 a.m., leaving on British Airways into London, flight BA725, direct flight. It's going to be a 9-hour, 23-minute flight, arriving into Heathrow at this time. Now, to get to the airport, you might have a favorite place that you want to park, or I can organize an airport transfer for you, meaning that literally all you have to do is pack and be at your front door. Then on day 2, we have you arriving into Heathrow at 9:23 a.m., and I've organized a transfer to take you to your hotel, which is at the Tower of London. So you can see here that you're just reading the itinerary to them and explaining it out, and it's like right on the screen there. It's an excellent way to help convert that proposal into something a little bit more real for them, and not just a document they have to review. You know, you could even say to people, "Hey, I suggest if you have a smart TV, that you might want to pop this up on your TV screen so that everybody can see it. If you want to print it out so that you can kind of check it off as you go, or maybe you just want to listen to the soothing sound of my voice." So, Jenny, those are 2 ways that you can incorporate video into your sales process, and into one way into your sales and one way into your marketing. And we will keep that in mind for a future magazine, that maybe we can figure out a way to a list of places that you could use video. But I think those 2 are 2 really great ones to start with. Okay, last question for today is from Diana at Culture Connections Travel. Her question is about testimonials and storytelling. And she says here, "I'm trying to get testimonials from prior clients that have traveled in the last year that did not provide one yet. I've sent an email thanking clients again for trusting me to help their vacation and asking for a recommendation or a testimonial, but have not received any. I'm looking for help or suggestions on good wording that doesn't sound desperate to get some results. Thanks. Diana, I've got a very easy solution for you. Pick up the phone and call. Pick up the phone, call, ask how they are, wish them a happy new year, ask what travel plans they have this year, thank them again for their business in the past, and then just before you get off the phone, say, oh, by the way, I sent you through an email 4 months ago, 3 months ago, a few weeks ago, and I would be so grateful. I know that you just get really busy, and once an email has been received and weeks or months pass by, that it's probably about 2 miles away from the top of your inbox. But I was wondering if you could help me with this as a small business owner. It's really, really important to me. Is that something that you would be able to do today or tomorrow or by the end of the week? Great. Thank you so much. If I don't hear from you, I'll follow back with you on Monday, but I super appreciate it. And for your convenience, I'll send it through again now so it's at the top of your inbox. Okay? When we rely on email for our communications, we have to accept that our email will fall into the inbox at a time where the recipient might be receiving a ton of emails, or maybe they're not receiving a ton of emails in that moment, but they're not going to be able to get to actioning their emails until a little bit later, by which case you might be email 45, or in my husband's case, 2,000 in his inbox. So email is not the most reliable source. Email is a good follow-up source. It's a good introductory source, but there's nothing more powerful than picking up the phone. There you go. All of today's cues with A's. So if you have a question that you would love to ask me, maybe it's been sitting on your mind for a while, maybe you don't even recognize it's a question. I'm going to put it to you like this. Not if you have a question, more, are you stuck? If you are stuck on something and you just can't seem to push through, maybe it's that you don't know what the answer is, or maybe it's that you're trying to do something, but it just feels like Groundhog Day and it's never getting better and it's never moving forward. If you have a question or you're stuck on something and you're an All Access Pass member, send your question in to me. I would love to answer it on an upcoming episode of the podcast. Until next episode, bye for now.